Have you ever wondered where all your hard-earned money goes? It's a common question, and one that we'll tackle together in this video. We'll be exploring 7 things I've personally stopped spending money on. A decision that has helped me save more and achieve my financial goals quicker. From unnecessary banking fees to costly habits like trying to impress others, we'll delve into each one and discuss how avoiding them can help fast-track your savings. So, without further ado, let's dive into the first thing I've cut from my budget. First up, those pesky banking fees. They're like termites, eating away at your hard-earned money, a few cents at a time. But guess what? Over a year, or 5, or 10, these seemingly insignificant charges morph into a hefty sum. Now, what if I told you there are ways to avoid these fees? It's true. For instance, maintaining a minimum balance can often help you sidestep these charges. If that's challenging, consider switching to a bank with lower fees. Better yet, look into online banks. They often have lesser overhead costs and thus lower fees. You can also negotiate with your bank. Yes, you heard that right. Don't be shy to ask your bank to waive off certain fees. After all, as a customer, it's your right to question charges that seem unfair. Remember, every penny saved is a penny earned. So start chipping away at those banking fees today. Next, let's talk about gambling. It's a tempting activity, the allure of a big win luring us in. But have you ever paused to consider the hidden costs? The reality of gambling is that it's often money down the drain. Whether it's a lottery ticket here, a slot machine there, or a hand of poker on a Friday night, each little flutter chips away at your savings. And the odds of winning? They're astronomically slim. Figures show that you're more likely to get struck by lightning than you are to win the lottery. Beyond the financial cost, there's also the emotional toll. The highs and lows, the stress and excitement, they can all lead to a cycle of dependency. It's a high-risk game with little reward. So the next time you're tempted by the bright lights of the casino or the thrill of a scratch card, remember this: it's not worth betting your financial future on such slim odds. Now, onto credit card interest charges. Imagine you're carrying a heavy backpack up a steep hill. That's what it's like when you're only paying the minimum balance on your credit cards. The weight of your debt doesn't disappear, it just gets heavier with each passing month. Here's the kicker. Credit card interest rates are typically high. So when you're only making minimum payments, a significant chunk of your money is going towards interest charges, not towards reducing the original amount you borrowed. This means it could take years, even decades, to pay off your debt. But there's a silver lining. By paying more than the minimum, you can actually decrease the amount of interest you pay over time. Let's say your minimum payment is 5% of your balance. If you bump up your payment to 10%, you could essentially cut your interest payments in half. Another smart move is to prioritize paying off the card with the highest interest rate first. This is known as the avalanche method. It might seem counterintuitive to focus on one debt when you have several, but this method can save you a lot of money in the long run. Remember, credit cards can be a useful financial tool, but only if managed properly. So, make a plan, stick to it, and start chipping away at that debt. Take control of your debt. Don't let it control you. Are you still paying for cable? It's a question worth asking, especially in a world where streaming services have become the go-to for most of us. Remember, every dollar saved is a dollar earned. Cable can be quite the expense, with packages often running up to $100 or more per month. In contrast, streaming services usually cost a fraction of that, offering an array of content at your fingertips, ready to watch on demand. But what if you're concerned about missing out on your favorite live shows or sports? Fear not. Today there are many affordable alternatives to cable that still let you keep up with live events. Options like over-the-air antennas, live TV streaming services, and even sports-specific streaming platforms can keep you in the loop without breaking the bank. So, don't let the fear of missing out keep you tethered to an expensive cable subscription. Cut the cord, not your entertainment. How often do you actually use your gym membership? It's a question worth pondering. Many of us sign up for these pricey memberships with the best of intentions. But when life gets busy, our gym visits often take a back seat. When you break down the cost per visit, it can be quite shocking. If you're not regularly attending, you could be throwing away hundreds, even thousands each year. But fear not, there are plenty of budget-friendly fitness alternatives out there. From local park runs and home workout videos, to inexpensive community classes or simply taking a brisk walk, there are countless ways to stay active without breaking the bank. You could even invest in some basic home gym equipment. It might be an upfront cost, but over time it'll pay for itself by saving you those monthly membership fees. So remember, it's entirely possible to reach your fitness goals without overspending. Stay fit, not broke. Do you buy extended warranties? It's a question that often pops up at the checkout counter, and the answer isn't always straightforward. On the one hand, these warranties can offer peace of mind, protecting your wallet from unforeseen repairs or replacements. But on the flip side, they can also add a hefty chunk to your initial purchase price, and often, they're simply not used. So how do you navigate this tricky terrain? First, consider the product's reliability and the cost of potential repairs. If it's a high-ticket item with a reputation for needing fixes, an extended warranty might be worth it. But for smaller, less expensive items, it may be more cost-effective to simply replace the product if it breaks down. Also, check if your credit card offers extended warranty protection. Many do, and this can save you from shelling out extra cash at the store. Remember, not all that glitters is gold. Lastly, let's talk about trying to impress others. It's a common trap, isn't it? We've all been there, making purchases we don't necessarily need or even want, simply to keep up appearances or to fit into a certain social circle. But have you ever stopped to consider the psychological motivation behind this behavior? You see, our desire to impress others often stems from a deep-seated need for approval and acceptance. We buy the latest gadgets, the fanciest clothes, or the flashiest cars, not because they bring us joy, but because we believe they'll make us more likable, more accepted. But here's the thing. This is a game you can't win. There will always be a newer phone, a more stylish outfit, a faster car. And so we find ourselves trapped in a never-ending cycle of spend and impress, spend and impress. Now let's talk about the consequences. This behavior doesn't just strain our wallets, it strains our mental health too. The stress of constantly trying to keep up can lead to anxiety, dissatisfaction, and even debt. What's more, it can rob us of genuine connections. After all, if you're constantly trying to impress people with your possessions, are you really forming meaningful relationships based on shared interests, values, and experiences? So here's my advice. Prioritize genuine connections over material possessions. Instead of trying to impress others with what you have, impress them with who you are. Your kindness, your intelligence, your humor. Remember, the people worth impressing are those who value you for your character, not your credit card limit. In the end, cutting this need to impress from your financial diet won't just save you money, it will also help you cultivate healthier relationships and a more satisfying life. Because, in the grand scheme of things, your worth is not measured by your wealth. Well, there you have it. 7 things I'll never waste money on again. From letting go of banking fees and gambling, to rethinking cable subscriptions, gym memberships, and extended warranties, we've explored some practical ways to manage your money better. We've also touched on the importance of not spending to impress others, but focusing on genuine connections. Remember, your own experiences are valuable too, so feel free to share your money-saving tips. Together, we can achieve financial freedom. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.